Alright, welcome back, you lot. It's me again, bringing you the third slice of our little saga. Now, you've already had a listen to the first two parts, so a quick recap for you. Young Amelia and her family, they're holed up in that cabin for her 13th birthday. And this nasty Djinn, it's been trying all sorts of tricks to get Amelia out of the safety net that Liam cooked up. See, the Djinn can't just waltz through that fence on its own, so it's been pulling illusions left, right, and center, trying to tempt Amelia out. But her two protectors, her dad and Uncle Barney, they weren't having none of it. They were dead set on keeping her inside. Then the Djinn got clever, started messing with Uncle Barney, showing him his Mrs. Lily. That led Barney straight into the lake, but brave young Amelia, she hauled him out. And just when they thought they were safe, the Djinn pulled another fast one, showing Amelia her dad chasing after a fake Amelia in the woods. Naturally, Amelia legged it after him, right out of the safety of the fence. And the last she saw, her dad was disappearing into the trees, chasing after thin air. Amelia couldn't lose her dad, not after just saving Barney. So without a second thought, she hopped right over that fence. And as soon as she did, a hand clamped down on her shoulder. Now let's get on with the next bit, shall we? Before we do, if you've got a story of your own, a proper interesting tale or a real-life doozy, you can share it with me at email address removed, or give me a shout on my Instagram handle. Right. So Amelia spins around, and whose hand is it but Uncle Barney's? Amelia, stop, he says. Amelia turns back, says, Uncle Barney, Dad. Barney says, yeah, it's me, love. Now get inside. Amelia's all, but what about Dad? How'd you get back? Barney just says, that's not important right now. You can't be out here. Get in, Sue. De pronto. So Barney grabs Amelia, gives her a shove towards the cabin and says, go on. Quick as a flash. Fetch my shotgun. Amelia, bless her heart, doesn't hesitate. She legs it inside, grabs the shotgun and the cartridges, and brings them back to Uncle Barney. He puts a hand on her shoulder, says, don't you fret, sweetheart. I'll get your dad back, but you listen to me. No matter what happens, you do not step outside this perimeter. Understand? Amelia nods. But, Uncle Barney, he cuts her off. No buts. You promised me, Amelia. Whatever happens, you stay inside this fence. All right, she says, I promise. And then, Barney says, don't you worry, I'll bring him back. He gives her a weak smile, then crosses the fence and bolts off into the trees. Amelia watches him go, disappearing behind the leaves. And then the waiting starts. Amelia's got to sit tight, but she's got no idea how long for. She's pacing around the porch, something awful restless. Her mind's a whirlwind, trying to make sense of it all. When will they be back? Will they be back at all? All sorts of grim thoughts are racing through her head. What if they don't come back? Then it hits her. She's hiding like a coward while her dad and Uncle Barney are out there fighting for her. She should be out there fighting too. But then another voice pipes up in her head. No, no, no. You promised your dad and Uncle Barney you wouldn't leave the perimeter. You gotta stay put and wait for them. Lost in all these thoughts, something clicks in her mind. Could this all be another one of the Djinn's tricks? Amelia spins around, dashes back inside the cabin. She checks every nook and cranny. Nobody. Her dad's not there. Uncle Barney's not there. That means it wasn't an illusion. Uncle Barney and her dad are both out there in the woods. Amelia pulls herself together, finds the shotgun she'd been using for practice, grabs the cartridges and heads back out onto the porch to wait. Amelia's pacing back and forth when suddenly she hears a gunshot. It sends a shiver right down her spine. Had they shot the Djinn? What was happening? She was beside herself with worry, gnawing at her fingernails. This awful unease was washing over her. No answers, Just silence. A silence so thick you could cut it with a knife. She kept listening for something, anything, but there was nothing. After what felt like ages since that gunshot, she's still pacing. Then she hears a sound to her left, some movement in the woods. Something was moving fast through the trees. She focuses her eyes, and then, out of the woods bursts her dad. But he's coming from the exact opposite direction Uncle Barney went in. If Barney went that way, her dad came out of here. And when she saw the state of him, it looked like he'd been through the wars, proper rough. He was staggering, his eyes all puffed up, bruises all over his face. His shirt was ripped to shreds. As he gets closer, he says, "Amelia, you just bolted into the woods. I tried to stop you." Then he says, "Yeah, well, I was sitting in the cabin and I suddenly saw you heading into the trees. Didn't make no sense. I just grabbed my gun and ran after you, calling your name. You didn't hear me. For a second I thought it was another one of the Djinn's tricks, but then I thought, what if it wasn't? I looked all around for you, searched as fast as I could, couldn't find you anywhere. I even shouted, but you didn't answer. I figured the Djinn must have tricked you into coming out, and I couldn't lose you. So I crossed the fence and chased after you into the woods." Amelia says, But it was the Djinn who showed me you. I was right here. I was calling you as loud as I could," her dad says. "Didn't hear a thing." Sierra asks, "Did that Djinn attack you?" Her dad says, "Yeah, it came out of nowhere, quick as a flash, strong as an ox it was. Picked me up like I was nothing, threw me. I hit the ground hard, and then it was right on top of me, about to finish me off. Lucky for me, I had this." He pats his jeans pocket where that dagger was. "If it weren't for this, I'd probably be a goner. I pulled it out, stabbed it right in its gut, twisted it good. Thing just vanished, legged it. That's when I realized I'd made a right mess of things. The Amelia I saw wasn't you. You were safe in the cabin, so I came right back." "You all right, love?" "Yeah, I'm all right." "Did you see Uncle Barney?" Then Uncle Barney. Was Barney chasing after me out there? Were you chasing after me?" "No, he didn't need to go out there." "What was he thinking?" "He was supposed to stay here, protecting you." Amelia says, But he went out there instead of me." Her dad hadn't heard him go. He says, "I had no idea you could beat that thing. And Barney's gone looking for it? I don't know where he is." He sighs. "All right then. You stay put. I'll go fetch Barney. You got your talisman?" "Yeah, right here." "Good. Listen, give it to me. I'll go get Barney." "You told I never to take it off." "Yeah, I know. But I didn't exactly plan on chasing after a Djinn in the woods, did I? Just give me the talisman. With the dagger and the talisman, I'll finish off that blasted Djinn once and for all. Right here, right now." As soon as he says that, something clicks in Sierra's head. Her eyes go wide. "You're not my dad." "What are you talking about?" "Yeah, you're not my dad. My dad would never ask me to take off the talisman." As soon as Amelia says that, the expression on her dad's face changes. It twists into something nasty. He snarls, "You little brat. How long did you think you could keep hiding from me? You think you'd always be safe behind that fence? The deal was struck with me before you were even born. Your mother double-crossed me. You think your old man and his brother could protect you? I'm going back into the woods, and I'll bring back their corpses and lay 'em right at your feet. Then I'm taking you with me. Let's see who can stop me. You just stay put here, little girl, as long as you can." Sierra's frozen stiff with fear. As soon as she blinks, the creature standing there, looking like her dad, vanishes into thin air. Poor Amelia, all alone, sinks down onto the steps and just sobs her heart out. She cries and cries until her chest aches. Then finally she falls silent, trying to pull herself together. The Djinn's too powerful. How can they possibly win? Maybe they never stood a chance. Maybe Uncle Barney and her dad aren't coming back, and then the Djinn will kill her. Lost in these awful thoughts, Amelia suddenly senses movement again. Same spot. The exact same spot where that fake version of her dad appeared. And out steps her real dad. "What do you think I am, Daft?" he says, looking all beat up. He raises his shotgun, aims it right at the spot where the fake dad was. "Not this time, you son of a..." Amelia shouts. "Dad, no!" She runs to him, grabs his arm, pulls the gun down. "It's me. It's really me." Her dad's all confused. "Sierra, how do I know it's really you? That thing." "I know things only you would know," she cries. "You always used to tuck both your hands under your legs and put one foot on top of the other when you slept as a kid. And Mom used to drag me in to show me, saying, 'Look at him, sleeping like a pretzel.' You used to do it all night. And remember when we'd all gone to bed, you'd sneak into the kitchen and eat ice cream right out of the tub? You thought nobody knew, but we all did. And you'd only eat the top layer so we wouldn't notice. Dad, it's me, you're Sierra." And Sierra says all that. All those little things only her real dad would know. Something in his eyes changes. He knows it's her. He crosses the fence quick as a flash and pulls Sierra into a hug. She sobs and sobs into his arms. "You all right, love?" he asks. "Yeah, I'm all right," she says. Then she tells him how, as soon as he went into the woods, the Djinn showed up looking just like him, trying to trick her into coming outside. "I messed up real bad," she says. I thought when it showed me you in the woods that you'd really gone out there. So I followed. Then, when I didn't see you, I realized it was a trick and came back. But Uncle Barney went into the woods," she says, worried sick. Her dad says, "Don't you worry about Barney. You come inside with me. Barney's a tough old bird. He won't go down easy. He'll be back." "But what if something's happened to him?" "Look," her dad says, "Barney knew what he was signing up for. Don't you fret about him. He'll find his way back. You just trust me." He takes Amelia's hand, and they start heading back towards the cabin. Just as they're about to step inside, a blood-curdling roar rips through the forest. It's like a lion just took down its prey, that kind of triumphant sound. It echoes through the trees. Both Amelia and her dad freeze in their tracks. Every bird in the trees takes flight. It's real, all right, not no illusion. The Djinns just let out a mighty bellow. Amelia's dad slams the cabin door shut and locks it tight. Sierra's mind's racing. She dashes to the glass windows trying to see something. Not much to see out there, but her dad presses his face against the glass, peering out. The look on his face. Amelia can tell things are bad, real bad. A moment later, another roar echoes through the trees. Her dad's mouth hangs open. He grabs his shotgun, quick as can be, and heads for the back door. "Dad, what are you doing?" Amelia cries. Her dad just says, "Stay here, love. Lock this door behind me." And with that, he yanks open the back door and disappears outside. Amelia's standing there, frozen. She knows he's trying to distract the Djinn, but she can't shake this awful feeling. She can't just stand by and let him face that thing alone. She knows she should stay inside, but she can't. Not again. She can't lose her dad, too. So quick as a flash, Amelia unlocks the back door and slips out into the night. Sierra's out in the darkness, heart pounding in her chest. She can hear the roaring in the distance, getting closer. She clutches the shotgun tight, her knuckles white. She knows this is it. This is the showdown. She's got to be brave. She's got to fight. For her dad, for Uncle Barney, for her mom. She takes a deep breath and starts moving towards the sound. And just as she rounds a thick oak tree, she sees him, her dad, locked in a brutal struggle with something huge and shadowy. The Djinn. It's even bigger and nastier looking than she imagined. Her dad's fighting like a lion, but the Djinn's got the upper hand, knocking him around like a rag doll. Amelia raises the shotgun, aiming for the Djinn's. But just as she's about to pull the trigger, something moves in the shadows behind the Djinn. Something big. Something that makes even the Djinn freeze. And that's where we'll leave it for now, folks. What in the world did Amelia just see? Is it Uncle Barney? Or is it something even more terrifying? You'll just have to tune in for the next part to find out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling tales. We'll catch you in the next one.